Hello guys, it's Tabs and welcome to Tabs Hope Up channel. Again, Tabs Hope Up channel, we are here to give you hope. We are here to encourage, to empower, and to give you hope. I hope you are having a beautiful Sunday. Mine has been good. I am happy. I thank God. I am from church, and before I got home I was like, let me do something different today. Plus today ni ile siku ya football in America. I don't like it, so so now I know home kutakuwa na commotion fulani. I want to watch TV, the other one nataka kuwatch I don't know what, a different program. Anyway, it's nice, not really nice outside. It's kind of raining. Tumeanza kuingia time msimu wa baridi. Me, I don't like winter in America. It's cold. I love the beauty that comes with the snow, but I hate cold. I really hate dressing up heavily, you know what I mean? I hate jackets, I hate Marvin, I don't know to do what. So when I see the weather changing, I feel like I always feel sad. I mean, who want to dress up like you're going to the moon? You know, it's not funny. I mean, it's not funny. Me, I don't want to wake up and start dressing up like, you know, sometimes hata uko na stress cause huwezi kuwa na jacket za kubadilisha each and every day. You wanna wear a different, you know, outfit or unlike summer, you know, you can dress up each and every day, of course something different. But winter, you find yourself wearing jacket like 3-4 times a week or even every day, because how many times are you gonna buy? And each and every winter you have to shop all the time cause manguo zinakuwa fupi, zinakuwa ndogo, depending on whether you weigh, you gain some weight or not. But anyway, I want to say thank you so much for those who have been supporting me, for those who have subscribed. I really thank you. I cannot take it for granted. I always say that. I love your support. I love also those who take the time off, you know, their tight schedule to watch my YouTube my videos. I do really appreciate. Now we're still going on with the green card application. They will close in November 9th, so please continue applying. If you haven't, please do so. And yeah, we are praying for you guys to win, and we're hoping everything will be okay. I would encourage you, do not do the last 10 minutes. Right now bado internet inasumbua hapa na pale, so you try to apply and then it's gonna be like, oops, something went wrong, or the internet imepotea. So I'm just trying to imagine the way we people, African people, love to do things the last minute. My friend, if you want to apply for that green card, do it now and relax. Avoid the last minute thing. I really try to avoid the last minute things myself, and it has saved me a lot, because if you try to apply and then tomorrow is the last day, alafu boom, internet yanguka and you can't do it again. So what are you gonna do? That means you're going to lose a chance. And especially if you're seated there, you have everything, you keep procrastinating. I will tell you, do what you can do now. Actually, I always say tomorrow is not promised, guys. So do what you can now. Now today I am here to do a very quick video. And today I want to talk to men. I want to talk to our men today. Because it's really sad that women are winning green card, but they are stuck in Kenya because their baby daddies have refused to sign the consent or to allow the baby mama to come to America or to go any other country for greener pasture with the children. You know, I think and I believe we really need to change. And I do not think it is fair, women, we're doing to these kids. You are the one who brought this child in this world. And I believe it is a dream for every mother or a dad to give their kids the best. So in case you had commingled, or you had an entanglement, or you were married to someone that you loved, but things never worked out, you guys had to go a different way. We understand this is life, things are happening, and also we cannot force ourselves to be somewhere that we are not wanted, or even somewhere that God don't want us to be. So I always say, when people separate, there is always something why they are separating. If it is not minor things, I always say there is a reason why people are separating. And children, kids, minors should never be involved in the drama between the wife and the husband, or the baby daddy and the baby mama. The two of you brought these kids. They never requested to be brought in this earth or in this world. So in case there is a difference between the two adults, and I'm talking about the baby mama and the baby daddy, please avoid bringing the kid, you know, in the mix of the drama. These kids, you are putting some things in this kid that they will never forget. You know, this the horror dramas, whatever it is, you know, calling each other's name in the front of kids. You are planting a seed that you will never be able to uproot it in these kids' minds or memories. So be very careful how you talk about the baby daddy, how you talk about the baby mama in front of these kids. And also, what example are you setting for them? Are you training them? Or when you get married, you can do the same thing I am doing. Remember this, kids gather, or they grow the way we want them to grow. They get things from their mom or their dad. If you look clearly, if you have a husband who is abusive physically, most likely physically, do a background check and see if the dad was abusive. Because mostly we get what we see. Like we cook because we grow up seeing our mom cooking. We clean because we grew up seeing our mom cleaning. We pray because we saw our mom kneeling down and praying. So the setup from the beginning, what you put on the table for their kids, that is what they are going to swallow, and that is what they are going to digest, and that is what they are going to grow with. So guys, if you are a baby daddy out there, and especially if you are a deadbeat, you have a kid, you have a son, you have a daughter that you don't support, you don't see them. It happened, fortunately or unfortunately, you were put under that baby's birth certificate as a father. You were put on that, your name is written down on this daughter or son birth certificate. You don't see them, you don't support them. Their mom have won green cards, or they have applied for job in Canada, Germany, UK. Now it is a time for them to relocate. And you are refusing to sign those documents. Please know this. Please know this. Whatever you are doing to these kids, it will come back to haunt you. It is never fair, and it can never be fair. You do not have to cripple your kids, your son or your daughter future simply because you have beef with the baby mama. You do not have, you know, to hold hostage your son or your daughter's life simply because you separated with your baby mama. Let me tell you one thing. You may think that you are punishing the baby mama, but in real honesty, you are punishing your daughter or your child. You know why? The mom, she has her own life. You met her when she was an adult already. She can work for herself and she can do things for herself. How about your kids? You are denying your kids to come to America, whereby they will get the best education. You are denying your kids to go to Canada, to UK, where there are a lot of opportunities out there. And I am talking to these deadbeats who they don't even send 200 bob to these kids. You don't support them. You don't actually, even when the baby mama call you crying that we are in the hospital, we need 500 bob so we can buy medication. Aki, you won't even respond. You won't even send them that money to buy medication or even to buy food. Your kids, initially, maybe currently, your kids are going to sleep hungry. You are out there buying your friend nyama choma, buying your friend pombe. They call you kiongozi when they see you, yet your kids are going to sleep hungry. I want you to answer me this question. If your dad did the same to you, how would you feel? And even if your dad did the same thing to you, would you want your son or your daughter to go through the same agony you went through? or you would want to be better for them not to go through what you went through. Aren't we all dreaming to give our kids the best? Imagine we have someone in Kenya who are doing so well in life. They have money, they have everything. They're only looking for an opportunity to come to America. Maybe they know in one way or the other, because they're doing so well back home, maybe when they come to America, the life may not be so rosy. But you know why they want to come to America? Because they want to set the best education for their kids. I know someone who is doing so well in Kenya, but he's like, Tabs, me, I only want to come to America because I want my kids to have the best education. And he's doing well in Kenya. You guys are failing to understand. When your kids come to America and they get those American certificates, when they come back to Kenya, they will never hustle to get a job. Because as long as you have an American certificate, you can settle anywhere in the world you want to. I don't know why you are denying your kids a better future. I mean, you should set a good foundation for them. And why can't you just let them spread their wings and fly? The mom has won that green card. The mom has gotten that opportunity to go outside the country. Just sign consent and bless them. They are your kids. And I always say this. If you are really interested in your kids and you want to be involved in this kid's life, why can't you then have a MOU, a memorandum of understanding, and sit down with your baby mama and a lawyer, write that letter in front of a lawyer or a witness and say, I'm letting my kids go, I am giving them my blessings, but every holiday I want to see my kids. You can either fly to America, to Canada, to Germany, to UK, go see your kids, or your baby mama can send your kid to Kenya and you can take care of your kids. See your kids whenever you want. But I really do not understand why you separated with someone. You don't see the kids, you don't support them. And then it comes a time, Mungu amefungua njia. God has opened a door for them. Why would you punish your kids? You thinking you're punishing your baby mama, my friend. Your baby mama will cry for those few nights. She will cry, yes. She will be in pain, yes. But your kids, their future is at the diaspora. Like, umawaharibia future. Why? Man, please stop being selfish. Please stop being selfish. Support your kids. Even if you separate with your baby mama, why should your kid go to sleep hungry? Like, seriously, who are you working for? Why should you brag outside there you are a father of 4, 5, 6 kids and you do not even support them? I have seen men quitting jobs because they don't want to pay child support. Like, you would rather become a pauper and you do not want to support your blood and flesh. Man, Jamani, seriously, you want to become a pauper? You want to become a homeless? You want to become a nobody? Like, you went to school, you are a graduate, you have a great job. But simply because divorce have come in, and most likely, maybe it is your fault. Maybe it is baby mama's fault. We agree. We also have our own fault. But why should you refuse to support your kids simply because umekosana na Tabs? Simply because umekosana na Wangoi, Wanjeri, Lillian, whoever? Your baby mama will go and work herself out. How about your kids? You women, you forget one thing. Whatever you are doing to your kids, they will live to remember. You may think they will come back to as an adult and they will act like they are okay, but deep down, just to know they are hurting. Deep down, they will know, I am in Kenya doing mjengo simply because you refuse to consent my mom. Or you refuse to consent me to go to America, me to go to Germany, me to go to... At least consent them. If you really know these things about racism, whatever it is, and you don't want them to go, consent them. Whatever, and if they feel like America is not for me, they will still come back to Kenya. If they feel UK is not the best place for me, they will come back home. But all I am saying today is, men, please, please do not cripple your kids' future simply because you have issues with a baby mama. Like, it is sad. It is sad. So sad. Like, a baby mama is calling you, ako hospitali, ameandikiwa dawa, na huwezi tuma hata 500. Ni ya mtoto wako. And guys, by the way, nowadays, technology today, it has improved. You do not even have to send her that 500 bobs she's asking for. Just tell her you want medication and nigani this. Go to a pharmacy, ni pep till number. She will buy the meds, send the money directly to the pharmacy. She's asking for school fees. She's calling you crying. Mtoto amefukuzwa shule. She has nothing. My friend, it is so simple. Do not think like your money is going to help your baby mama in any way. Go to that school, pay school fees, keep the receipt. In fact, keep the receipt. In case in future you would like to tell your kids, I educated you. In case kuna also baby mama wengine watabaki kufeed wa mama watoto bad information, keep the receipt. You will only call baby mama and tell her, pereka mtoto shule, I have paid. She's calling you because she needs vitabu na uniform ya watoto. Easy. Go pick your son, your daughter, go buy the uniform, drop off your kids. You do not have to give her any money, because I have realized a lot of men are insecure. They don't want to give any money because they think the baby mama is gonna benefit from that money. What I know and what I believe in, no sane baby mama or no sane mom will go get her hair done when their kids have no school fees. No sane mother will go get her nails done when the kids have nothing to eat. When a woman gives birth, they personally become number 2, and the kids become number 1. And I think we have seen so many men fighting like, oh, my wife gave birth and she changed completely. She doesn't take care of herself anymore. Because now the baby became number 1. Maybe that's hair she used to make every week, and now she cannot do it anymore. She has a baby to take care of. Those nails she used to get fixed every weekend, she's not getting fixed. She's not getting them done because now she has a toddler to raise and to take care of. So what I believe in a woman's heart, the children, they are always number 1. So don't feel like when you send that money, you are helping the baby mama. Don't you ever feel like, if I don't consent her, she's not going anywhere. Fine. She will stay home. How about the future of your kids? Why should you deny them a best and a bright future? Why? Why can't you send them and keep bragging like, what watoto wangu wako majuu? Brag about something comical. Don't brag about like, I never consent her, she's here struggling. That is low. Brag about something, something even your fellow men or even your own kid will be proud of their dad. Like they will say one day, despite the issues that my mom and dad had, our dad did never or did not deny us consent to leave the country. They will come looking for you. And they will, whether you consent them or no, they will come back looking for you. What are you going to tell them? Are you going to tell them sorry? After 10, 20 years, you have wasted their future? Do you think they will listen to you? Absolutely no. They will know their mom, they will treat their mom better, and you will sit there saying, oh, their mom aliwa feed mambo. The mom fed them bad things. No, they are grown up, they can see. Be nice to your kids. They are your own blood and flesh. Why should they suffer? Why should they struggle? Other men are working 2, 3, 4 jobs just to make sure their kids are in school. Whereas someone else is quitting job. Is quitting a job because they do not want to support their kids. because you think your money is gonna help your baby mama. Baby mama will work those 2, 3, 4 jobs. They will eat, they will go for a vacation, they will have a good life. She will have nothing to explain to anybody. She will have nothing to explain. The kids will see for themselves, and they will be able to judge who was wrong, who was there for us, and who was not. When our mom struggled this much, where was our father? When we went to sleep hungry, what was dad doing? Let me tell you, you could be working so hard, you know. You have those flats, you have invested heavily, you're not supporting your kids. Let me tell you, even when they grow up, they will be able to judge you even worse. We struggled. We went to school with a torn shirt, no bag, no nothing. And we were busy investing. It didn't help us. It's not going to help us anyway. Because if they are grown, they are working for themselves. Man, if you want to invest on your kids, the time is now. Do not think buying those those big buildings, you are investing for them. No. Support them now. They need your support now. They need a present dad now. They need financial support now. They need emotional support now. They need that love right now. Do not be an absent dad and accept to be a present in future. They will be absent for you. The same way you did to them, the same way they will do to you. There is a saying goes by like what goes around comes around. Yeah, neglect them now, they will neglect you. And worse, at your old age. Yeah, you may think you're working too hard. And who knows about tomorrow? Who knows? Guys, do what you can now. Tomorrow is not promised. Have a life today. Be there for your kids today. Not tomorrow, today. They need you today. Tomorrow they'll be adults. Tomorrow they'll be able to make their own decisions. So if you're supposed to concern them, please concern them now. Do not look at what happened between you and baby mama, whether she cheated, whether she was a nagging one, whoever she was. Your kids are different thing from mom. I mean, why would you deny your kid education simply because baby mama sijui alikuwa? Some of you doing worse to these women. They have suffered. They have been patient with you. You have refused completely to change and to respect and to love them. And then after they walk away, now you become angry with them. They have tolerated you from the word go. And now when they feel enough is enough, you still mad at them. And now you want to punish your kids because of your own mistake. Because of your own failure, you still want to punish your kids. This shouldn't be happening in 21st century. Let us change. Let us change. And also like forgiveness. Simsameheane na move on. And I always say forgiveness does not mean lazima murudiane. If something God meant it to be, it will be. But if it was not meant by God like itaka, hata ufanya nini haitaka. So if you guys separate, you separate in peace. But you know we have kids to raise. If baby mama move on, let her move on, but continue supporting your kids. Why should you stop because he has moved on? Do the kids stop becoming your kids? Absolutely no. They are still your kids. If the baby daddy has decided to move on, also na wewe wacha drama. He has moved on, let him move on. Continue raising your kids knowing he is your dad. I mean, telling the kid he is your dad. He has another family, but that is what it is. Your dad is paying for your school fees, buying you food and blah, blah, blah. Don't start hating or teaching kids to hate their dad because the dad has moved on. If he has made that decision to move on, let him move on. But if you want to support his kid, please allow him to support his kid. Because also sometimes we women, we're put in that barrier. Because he has another woman. You know, you will feed your kid vitu mbaya mbaya. You know, you don't want to even let him support the kids. And he want to. It's only that the relationship between the two of you do not work, does it mean the life has to stop? Your life and his life has to stop? No, you move on and let him move on. But you have to remember one thing. Between me and this man, we have kids. And these kids, we must raise them. Just agree. Agree. You pay school fees. It is fine. I will provide the rent. You buy clothing, I will provide food. Just agree. Na maisha isonge. Na hakuna watoto hawataumia, because actually we all know wakati fahari wawili wanapigana, nani humia? Nyasi humia. Now when the two couples are fighting, who suffered? The kid suffers the most. So let's avoid all these dramas. If your baby mama ukiachwa na mmekubaliana, it is painful, yes, it is very painful, but if he had decided to move on, he has another home or he has another wife, but he has said he wants to support his kid, please allow him to support his kids. If it is that school, get him a bank account. If it is that uniform, just let him do what he need to do. If it is insurance, please. But usijipige kifua, oh, he has moved on, I will take care of my kid, I will never let him see kids. These kids belong to him no matter what. You may even decide to change the names of these kids, but you know what? There is no way you're going to drain the blood inside them and put them new blood from a different person. That will remain their biological dad, and things will never change, and you can never change that. If you have separated and this man want to be involved, and especially if he's not a dramatic man, if he's not the kind of an abusive man, obviously if he's an abusive person, please, I will tell you, protect yourself and protect your kid. We do not want you to be killed. We don't want kids to be killed, and we do not want to put yourself and that of your kids in danger. But if you guys are separating in a manner that the kids can see their dad, please allow him. Allow him to see and to support his kids. And also you, dad, if it has happened the same way, please, wacha kusumbua baby mama na masimu, wacha kumsumbua kwa na wanaume wengine. Mumsa achana. Let her move on, also move on. But the main thing, support your kids. When that thing comes that you need to consent kids to go to college wapi, please consent them and let them go. I have seen men going too low, way too low. Paka unanyima mtoto ID yako, like you're denying your son, and especially in Kenya, because we have to produce our parent, you know, ID copy to to apply for that, what do we call it? Either a passport or an ID, you know, identification card. I have seen baby dad is refusing to give an ID, like an ID. Why would you do that to a daughter or a son who is 18 years old? They want to apply for an ID and you are denying them your ID copy. Why? Like, your name is on their birth certificate, so there is no way they are going to apply for an ID without a proof that you are their dad. So why? Sio baby mama anaenda kuchukua ID, for Christ's sake. It is your own son and daughter. Why would you deny your son or your daughter an ID copy to go apply for an ID, to go apply for a passport? Like, why? Seriously, why? How are they going to get these jobs? How are they going to join university without IDs? How are they going to move on with life when they have become adults? They need those legal documents to be able to move around and to navigate, to look for a job, to go for college. They can't even do it because the baby daddy has refused to give a copy of his ID. Men, it's time to change. You cannot hold this bitterness forever. And even if you have to hold it, just release it for your own daughter and your own son. And if you're doing this to an adult, Aki, think twice. Honestly, think twice. Your son come looking for you, and you're like, you can't give a copy of your ID for them to go apply for an ID, to go apply for them to go apply for a passport. You are denying an adult, 18 years old, because that is the legal age, for them to go apply for those documents. It is sad. It is really, really sad. I want you to know this. We do not help our kids so they can help us in future. We always put a foundation for them so they can be able to help themselves in future. But in one way or the other, you know, God has a way of bringing them into our present for them to support us when we grow old. And if you don't want to support them so they can support you, just support them for themselves. Actually, that's what we are doing. We don't want them to work hard for us. We want them to work hard for themselves. I want one day to sit down and say, that is my son. I will be proud of that son. But will that son be proud of you as a dad? Will that son or daughter be proud of you as a mom? You see these small things we're doing, denying them to do this, to do that, and you are capable of doing it. Those are the things that will come to bite you in future. When they stand up and say, I do not know my dad. Because, and you know what, I am not saying they have a right to say so, but if you deny your son a copy of your ID to go apply for the ID or a passport, how do you then expect to stand up one day and say, that is my biological dad, I'm so proud of him? Or how do you even expect them to stand up one day and say, my dad and my mom, they are my heroes and all that? It depends. It will depend on how you raise them, whether you support them, whether you are a present dad, a present mom, whether you showing them love, you bringing them the right way. It will depend. Deny them, but just to know one thing, they will deny you in future. Okay, guys, that's all I wanted to say. If you are baby daddy out there, you have a son, you have a daughter that you do not support, please, as from today, please start supporting your kids. You may not see the fruits right now, but in future, you'll be so proud. You will feel good that you did it. Please do it. Now, they need you. They need you. They need a pillar. They need a shoulder. They need a man to talk to, a figure father to see, to love, to hold, and to talk to. Be pleasant. Be a pleasant dad. Okay, sawa, you are our brothers. We love you. We respect you. But please, tuamke kidogo. Let's support our kid. Alright, guys. See you in a few minutes. I'm gonna go live again with Mom Severin. We're gonna talk about the red flags that we ignore a lot in marriages, relationship, and then we end up crying. Alright, guys, see you soon. I love you all. If you're watching this and you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Click on the notification bell. I haven't been able to bring much video because of my work, but yeah, soon things will work out and I will be able to come live more and more. I love you all. I love you guys, especially those who come to my inbox for, you know, with those sweet messages. Nawapenda sana, napenda kila mtu. I love you all and may God bless you and fulfill all your dreams. Sawa. Goodbye.